I'm Dino Mosquera, and let's square up South Florida and Florida. Craig Jungwirth sentenced after years-long stalking case. OutSFL Florida's John Hayden, who has been leading coverage of this story for years, has an update in the latest chapter of the Craig Jungwirth saga. Jungwirth pleaded non-contest to aggravated stalking on January 9th. A judge sentenced him to 4 years of supervised mental health probation and barred him from contacting the victim through electronic means. The case dates back to February 2023, when Jungwirth began targeting local barber James Tyrcha. Using Tyrcha's online booking system, Jungwirth filled the calendar with fake appointments, costing the business thousands of dollars. He was arrested in the spring of 2024, skipped bail, and was rearrested in September, remaining in jail since. Jungwirth remains jailed due to a civil case in Orange County. John Hayden has additionally reporting available on YouTube at the page Greater Wilton Manors. This is a story that has been going on for a while. John Hayden has done a great job about it.
Yes, he has.
Mm-hmm. He's covered on the OutSFL Florida pages, and this guy has created a lot of havoc in the community with his obsession. I don't know what it is. And I remember back in the day when we were having the Stonewall, and he was still not caught. He was on the loose. Yeah. And they finally found him, but I guess they're following a civil case now, so he remains in jail. But it's a little unsettling to know that he's not gonna.
Well, and he wouldn't let up. Like, he would not stop bothering James. James is an incredible part of our community. He's a barber. He's part of many organizations. He's always volunteering at events and stuff like that. And he just had it out for him in such a way, right, where he would, like you said in the story, he would fill his whole book with appointments and sometimes use local people's names to make them, like Faye What. Okay? I remember James calling me going, "Do you usually go to men for a haircut?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about, James? I have 3 appointments for you next week to get your haircut with me." Wow. And I'm like, sorry, so I mean, it was a long time coming. And as you can see, he's in jail right now because of another case. He's been arrested 5 or 6 different times. This is not like, Wilton Manors and our South Florida community targeting him. He's caused chaos wherever he goes, and I hope that they hold on to him. Too many times, that one last time that you let somebody out before you should, and then they cause something more horrific.
That's what I'm supposed to be going after. These menace to society people, man.
But did you see his crazy ass eyes? Yes. I ain't going to him. I ain't asking him for put the picture back on the screen, Steve. I ain't asking him for papers. Okay, sure. Trust.
Yeah, and he was like, "Faye, what? I bet you she needs a blowout."
Right. So it's interesting because James never met him. He's never met him to begin with, and it was all from James had commented on somebody's Facebook post that he didn't like, and that's where. They figured out where it started from.
It is. Yeah. But you don't know what will trigger somebody who's not well in the mind. Mental health is important, folks.
Right.
And again, this is how we make mistakes and let people get away with things, thinking, okay, you know what, time has passed, let's move on.
Yes.
And then while they're out there, then they commit crimes. And that's when we end up with shootings, and that's when we end up with like bigger tragedies that just targeting. So
that was the fear during Stonewall. That was the concern. So that was a big concern because they were looking for him. I think they found him eventually in Orlando, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That they were.
Yeah. And almost every time you see a news story of someone that did something horrific, they were arrested a couple times before and let go. And they were usually white.
That's true.
No drag queens there.
No.
Not a trans person either.
I can't argue with her.
But
I can't argue. It's true.
It is true. It's like, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Because he's white, you give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he was brown like you, they'd ask you for papers and send you back.
He wouldn't have gotten out the first time.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't have gotten out the first time. Exactly right.
Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.